Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Where the Road Gets Real. My name is Chris Toon. I'm going to be your host. We're going to hop in my truck, drive all up and down Southeast Idaho. I'm going to pick up a local expert. We're going to talk about some things that matter, some things that don't, and literally everything in between. So hop on in, buckle up, and let's go pick up our guest. Today, we have Roger. He's a local photographer, videographer, drone guy out here in Southeast Idaho. And we're going to pick his brain on doing real estate photos. So let's go pick him up. What's happening, Roger? Welcome aboard.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course, dude. It's been a while, huh?
I think the last time we saw you was when I shot your house.
My house, yeah. Gosh, that's been September.
Was it?
Yeah, September, dude. That was fun. You guys keeping busy now?
Yeah. Yep. With this good weather, we've been busy. Oh, there's one of our clients.
Yeah.
Comfort Construction.
Dude, it's so nice back here.
Oh, and there's another one of our builders, Jab. We shoot for Comfort and Jab.
That's rad. So you guys do primarily real estate?
Yeah, primarily real estate, builders. Yeah. But
how far do you guys go?
Ooh.
I mean, are you like going into Utah or
we're doing some for Braden and Malad and Bear Lake soon.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah, we got that one coming up soon.
We go to Island Park a lot and up near Henry's Lake, Sugar City. I was in Du Bois a while back. In fact, I had a shoot in Du Bois for Realtor, and then took like a dirt road all the way over to Island Park. It was almost like 7 miles over the dirt road, so just exaggerating. I hope you got us into a cul-de-sac. Cool.
Yeah, I like this one. It has the
silo. A silo.
Yeah, it's super cool. That one just came up this last month. Yeah, super cool. And these lots back here. I love this little neighborhood.
It's a nice little neighborhood. We do a lot of lots and houses on the other side of the sand dunes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these are bigger lots too. I mean, where we moved, we had that big one. I have used you a couple times, and I know Braden, we've always kind of suggested you guys for our clients and bringing you guys in, but like fantastic freaking drone work, dude. Like,
thanks.
I honestly, I sent that out the day of, and the responses I got back were, holy crap, dude, why are you moving? So, I
remember that night. It was beautiful. Because we did the twilights.
Yeah.
And we always love to do a few drone twilights when we're shooting twilights. But then we got the footage and turned that into the video. Because you didn't get a full video on the inside of the house, right? We just did the drone video.
Outside.
Yeah, which is enough. I did this lot right over here just last week. But yeah, so I looked at the price, and that's one of the perks of doing this is we see listing prices of everything we're shooting. Did that one. So
yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, man, it was pretty night. We shot that drone footage. I love those shots. I love the twilights, how they came out. I love the drone footage.
Do you think the drone shots and the videography is like a mandatory thing these days?
You know, I mean, I've seen houses sell without it. This is going to sound crazy of me to say, but hopefully it lets everybody know that I'm legitimately being honest about this, is that the home's going to sell if the home's pretty and the home's nice.
Right.
It's in a good location.
If you have a good product,
but everybody's different, right? I, being, a single male, is almost 40, I'm looking for just a small, 1,400 square foot house, maybe on the lettered streets or something downtown that I can kind of fix up. That's what I'm looking for. It's kind of what anybody's looking for. But I will say this: homes definitely sell. I guess I would say probably faster, or at least get more
attention on it.
Attention and get more showings. The video and photos are not gonna sell the house, but they're gonna get people to want to see it.
On the other side of it, so everybody has a cell phone, right? I mean, they're basically like mini computers
Yeah.
with like,
Yeah.
cameras on it. And so, I mean, let's look at my social media. Like it's always been iPhone or these Ace Pro 2s, right? So that's all I use. So is there a really big difference, do you see, like with like people doing their own?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. People people scroll through things fast. They
Right.
look at stuff quickly.
I mean, you gotta catch
And
them within the first couple seconds.
yeah. So and there's not that's even just like on a video on like Instagram, right?
Right.
But you're talking about like the MLS website, people looking for homes. There's so many. Showstopper first image straight on front of the house
Mm-hmm.
is going to get a click. And then continually good, high quality, well white balanced HDR images throughout that. And we have secrets that we don't even really share, to
Yeah,
be honest. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
We have we consider it, proprietary information as to the way we set up our shot, just leveling the camera,
Yeah.
angles of walls, composition.
Well, you're really telling like a story of like moving
Absolutely.
through the house.
Absolutely. That's even to that point, the order in which put the photos, and we specifically put them in
A
certain
certain.
orders.
Oh, I've seen that.
If there's a storage or utility room halfway through that you'd pass if you're going, nope, it's going to go at the end for sure. We go, we go entry, living, kitchen, dining, master bath. After that, we mix it up a little bit, but that's pretty.
So you're just like taking the whole thing, like painting a picture of
Absolutely.
how you're moving
Just like you
through.
said, it's telling a story, and we've thought of so many little details. Can you go take pictures of with your iPhone yourself? Yeah, iPhone shoots in HDR. It's not bad. Um, if you want to take the time and dedication to teach yourself even more, watch trends on listings that sell and ones that don't, and try new things, take risks that way,
Hmm.
you're going to get better at it.
Right.
And you could continually probably use your iPhone for a long period of time. However, people who are like, we're not expensive. People who are calling us are just eliminating that. You're busy. You know, you don't necessarily, if you have the time to do as much research as we've done,
Right.
I would, I guess I would be surprised, and that's why.
You guys are definitely like, I mean, a one-stop shop. That's why I've always leaned toward you guys, because if I need something, you're right there, you answer, and you show up on time, might I add. And like you produce a superior product. I mean, it's in my inbox, if depending on timelines and stuff like that. It's right when you say it's gonna be there. And
Well, I don't know if I should. Well, maybe I'll leak this and then I'll let you know if Spencer doesn't want to set.
all right.
Because he built that model. He really did. Spencer Trejo, one of the
Okay.
greatest real estate photographers in southeastern Idaho, built the model of Altair Productions. Brought me on, a few years ago, and been working closely with him since then. But we are, and again, I'll say this, and if we have to cut it, we will. We're moving to immediate turnaround, same day on photos,
Oh,
and 24 on video.
that'd be huge.
So within 24-hour turnaround.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, that's one thing we really want to do is we want to move to same day turnaround. So basically by end of day, you'll have all the photos, and that's as long as we get a shoot done before like 3.
Yeah.
So
If you're doing like a sunset,
yeah, if we're doing
golden hour kind
twilights, things like that, they potentially could be same day. They'd just be half an hour to an hour after the shoot
of.
that we could turn them in, but most likely just the next morning, especially in the summer when it gets, twilight hits like
Oh,
what 9:30.
yeah.
It's like we definitely, yeah, we'll stay up late though. We will. Like if somebody needed it, if a client needed it, we'd do them. We'd get them done
For sure.
if they needed to list that night. So
So, like, you mentioned last time was doing my personal house. And I remember like one of our conversations, like you came in, he's like, who vacuumed the couch? And I have extreme OCD. And literally, I think I kicked Sarah and the boys out of the house a half hour before you got there.
you did.
And I
You
had
did great.
all the lines.
I know right where you're going with this.
But, like, do those things really matter and show up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So taking the time to actually do like fluffing the pillows,
Yep.
putting the toilet seats down,
100%.
light bulbs the same.
Oh, please. That's one of my biggest. That is definitely a very difficult pet peeve for a photographer. I'll tell you this right now. When we're balancing lights, like I don't know how many people understand, white balance and warm to cool, the Kelvin,
Yeah,
reading of, you know, it's,
warm and cool and
I mean, we can do those. We were really good at it. We're really good at when mix match light bulbs are in sockets and things like that. But
mhm.
it definitely helps. But does that mean you have to go and do the same color of light bulbs for everything in the room? No. And here's a good example, right?
Okay.
If you have a good, like slightly cool white light in the ceiling or in your cans, right?
Mhm.
And then you've got warm light lamps on each side of the bed in like a master bedroom.
Okay.
That can give a really unique
Like,
ambient effect.
okay.
What the problem you run into is when both lights have one has a really cool light, one has a really warm light. I just turn those lamps off. I would prefer to turn them on. Little different pieces of light in the room can add, like I said, can add a little flavor to it, but I'll just turn those off.
Right.
But to the prepping the house and just cleaning it, absolutely makes the photos that much better. It's also going to send a certain message to a potential buyer that the house is probably
Well
regularly
taken
kept clean
care
and
of.
well taken care of. Um,
Absolutely.
Staging is becoming a lot more popular.
Mhm.
This I know I can announce because we're releasing her. In fact, all of our clients are probably going to get some newsletters and stuff soon. We have brought in a stager
Oh, cool.
who can do who can consult on like even virtual staged images. A lot of what she's doing and what we will have her be doing is it's a small additional amount added on to our already affordable packages where she goes in a week or so before with the client and does a staging consultation, a very detailed staging
Oh,
consultation,
cool.
an amazingly detailed staging consultation. A consultation is broken down by every single room and broken down into categories like um, fix it, clean it, or stage it. Right,
Okay.
it's things to fix in the room, uh, things about the room to clean, declutter, removal of furniture, replacement of furniture, utilizing what the seller already has, and then on top of that, some staging, bringing in some things or pulling things from one room or the other. She just did one in Pocatello for a client of ours that was absolute night and day. She'll often take pictures before she goes and then has this really comprehensive consultation build that she does, tailors it completely to the person, leaves it with them, and we'll check up with them before our appointment to come shoot to see how that's going and see how things look and
Right.
what they've done with it. Man, it was night and day.
That's
Like
awesome.
I won't say who the seller, the realtor was,
Right, right.
but they put our stager on this home specifically in hopes because they had seen the home and were like, yikes, beautiful home, great location in Pocatello, um, great view, kind of up near Chubbuck,
Okay.
cute little house, nice property, a lot of deck and patio space out back,
Hmm.
but was in
Needed some
absolute
help.
disarray. The sellers were absolute sweethearts and also super gung ho about getting this done. She goes in 1 week later. I show up in completely different house. Pictures turned out great.
That's wild.
Like, yeah, they were awesome.
That's cool. I love when it all comes together. Like when we all can work from different, areas of and get this out like the sellers are on board. It's not that we're trying to make you do a ton of work. Also, if we see something that needs to be done, help out. Do you like when the clients or the sellers are there in the house to kind of show you around, or
I
is it just kind of get out of your hair?
I do like having them there in an occupied home.
Okay.
Obviously vacant's just completely different,
Yeah.
but in an occupied home, I do prefer to have them there. I'd like to greet them. Here's the weird thing is like being a real estate photographer, it's weird going into someone's home. You're literally going to be opening every door. You're going to be looking at absolutely everything.
Closets. Yeah.
Part of the conversation when they're there is there anything we're not shooting anywhere you don't want me to,
Sure.
and then they'll tell you, I want a seller to be absolutely comfortable with us in their home for the 30 minutes or 2 hours we're going to be there, depending on what we're doing.
Hmm.
3D tours, video, reels, photos, twilights, the whole package drone. So, but at that point, it is easier if they're not there for us.
Kind of like a meet and greet, and like,
Yeah,
okay,
photos. If it was just photos, doesn't really matter because I just say, "Hey, I'm about ready to shoot
go to
this
the
room."
other
They
room.
move the other room. But 3D tours are very difficult. I mean, I have to hide from the camera for 3D tours, right?
Oh yeah,
So I have to go hide around a corner or on a 360 camera, shoot one side, move around to the other
go
side of the
around.
camera, shoot the other side. Then they're stitched together. For video, when I'm moving through, oftentimes for our reels, like the ones we do for Braden,
Okay,
it's one continuous shot,
right.
which, by the way, is not easy. You got to learn how to get really good at starting outside,
And
panning, moving, stopping, doing a pan, moving fast, because we'll do these speed ramps in
right,
between moving. And to be able to knock out an entire house in one shot, if somebody pokes out from around a corner or a kid forgets and
you got to
this,
start all over
or a
again.
kid goes to use the bathroom and leaves the toilet up, and it's in the basement in the very back at the end of my one single shot, and I get there and I see an open toilet seat, I'm like,
No.
ah, have to do it all over again.
You know what I've learned too is like, because I kind of do those on my own. Like I go and get you guys come in and do the professional stuff, but then on my social media marketing, I kind of do similar ones, and to try to keep my mind out of the like, uh, making sure that I'm not in the mirror. Like you're not looking bad.
Oh,
Like there's
mirrors.
it's
Mirrors.
so like it is such like a weird stance and like pulling doors. It's like playing Twister sometimes.
And that's I think that's a perfect point. Is we have dedicated ourselves to being really good at being able to go into a home, do all of those things, naturally avoid mirrors, prepare the entire house, put all the blinds at a very strategic spot to
Yeah,
where they're all the same, whether it's tilted down or up. And sometimes that's dependent upon light. I know how the light's going to bounce into a room based upon how those blinds are set. Drop the toilet seats, put the curtains at the right spot and angle, make sure they're not, pilled back around so you're seeing the backside in a tag.
right.
Or couch pillows. I will adjust couch pillows if nobody does, because that's how much we care about making it look good.
I do the toilet paper over and
Yep.
under, and
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I see it in some like photos, and I'm like, dude, come on.
I'll just usually sometimes there's half of a square that's like still hanging. I rip that off, like just so it's a flat square.
Yeah.
And those are things I'll do just to make the photos look better.
Hmm.
We do have a home prep guide that we'll send that's kind of does a little bit. It's just a small twinge of what our stager will do. Our stager will go much further with the consultations.
That's cool.
But this is a home prep guide we'll send, or the realtor we'll give to the realtor to give to the seller. We prefer to work straight through the realtor, never have too much direct contact with the seller unless the realtor gives us permission. They're too busy.
Yeah.
We like to have the relationship with the realtor, not specifically with the seller. We're very cordial and polite and kind to the seller. Any communications we do have, obviously, we're going to be in their home, but our relationship with our realtors is more important. So, but yeah, this home prep guide we sent to them has a lot of those things, and they don't always get done. We will do everything in our home prep guide prior to shooting if they don't. It's just helpful if they do.
Yeah, it speeds up the process.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it makes it go a lot smoother, and it's not less for you to have to come in and try to do, and then go back and do your actual job, what you're trying to do.
Right. Right.
So, like with things to do, if somebody was on like a super tight budget, what are like the top, like say like three things if they had to go buy things? Like what are the top like three things? Like I'd say light bulbs, or at least make sure they're working light bulbs.
Yeah. To be honest, this definitely not as much my wheelhouse.
Okay,
I would say my answer to that question would be to have our stager Heidi on your podcast.
come in.
You'd get all those answers.
Yeah, I'll give it a call.
She brought up a good example. I'll just say something that she said at our last meeting. She brought up a good example of light light covers, light switch covers.
Oh,
They were oldish and kind of yellow and worn.
yeah,
And she it was one of the on the consultation. This is the house book. On that consultation, it was kind of she'll give things that she's like, these really should be done. And then there's kind of like, these are if you've got
high
time kind of a
priority,
thing.
less.
Yeah. And kind of on a lower priority thing. It was because she said mid to high priority. She asked to have, I mean, she told this homeowner, like, I think she should replace them all. He's like, all of them? She's like, yeah. So it just would look so much better. They're going to pop out in photos. Funny thing is, too, is we'll often use a good, clean white light switch to white balance
Okay.
for automatic white balance.
Because like
And
true
because you
white,
can
you
kind
know.
of, yep, you can, if it's lit well, you can pick it as a true white object. Went to shoot the house, and I didn't notice anything. When she asked at the meeting, she's like, did you notice anything about the light switches? And I was like,
What?
no. She just goes, good. Means he
Means
did
I
it then. She knew that I would pick it up if they were like bright
off.
yellow, worn, and cracked. Or so, there's an attention level and attention to detail that she has. So I
I think
definitely would say
sometimes
she'd be the
there's things that like you don't think are gonna matter, but like subconsciously, I feel like people like see that and
yep.
like
Yeah.
it'll stick out. And I mean, there's been times where I've looked at. I mean, I'm always on Zillow and Realtor and just everything, seeing what's out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see some stuff like, really, why would you show that? Or
Right.
there's just certain little things that like stand out. So
Yeah. And that brings up a pretty good point too, kind of about the way we do things. And nobody's ever really asked. We've had like one or two instances where we've had realtors ask us to like change things like that, brighten up the things. We don't do that kind of stuff. If that's how it's going to look when someone comes to view the house, we want to set the proper expectation. And
mm,
everybody, all the realtors do too.
yeah,
But that being said, there are often ways in which we can kind of angle or cheat something a
right,
little bit, not to be deceiving, but to not allow that piece or part of the photo to be distracting
yeah.
and distract away from the space, uh, the lighting, those kinds of
You know
things.
what I really like about you guys is I've seen other photographers put a huge fisheye on it and makes like a 5x5 closet look like a master bedroom,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
And so that's something I think that is a huge highlight on your part is just you take what it is and without, like you say, like maybe not, maybe diverting your eyes,
Uh-huh.
but you're showing what it actually is.
Well, and I guess I'll kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. So I'm trying to determine what of our tactics.
Right.
But we do. I think the max will go, and anybody who understands lenses is maybe 14 millimeters, and it's on a full frame too.
Okay.
Maybe 14. We prefer to shoot at about 16 to 18 millimeters, which most of your fisheyes are going down to 12, 11, 10. Can even go as low as 8, which is
Dang.
really, really
Wide.
warped and really wide. So, yeah, thank you. Well, it's definitely one of the things that we do when you go at a higher, you're not as wide like that. It requires a little bit more attention to detail and composition specifically. There can be a major difference between having a camera in one spot and moving the camera
Just
over
over. Okay.
12 inches and rotating it 3 degrees, right or
Just a
left.
little bit. Yeah, I mean, like we were saying earlier, just even the blinds just turned a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
and where the sun's at, where it's not at, like where certain things are. I know I've been in a couple homes where it's just like, okay, you're gonna do that room next, and I'll go in and I'll take like some kid stuff out, or because I mean, does it really matter too? With like, I know people always like, do I really have to move my dog bowl, or is that something that you find that like distracts too much if you have like dog stuff out or
Not if
cat?
it's well kept. No, and a lot of people have pets.
Right.
That is something that a lot of people will ask us, and it usually is centered around like pet stuff. If it's well maintained and well kept, then
Still
I
clean.
don't personally don't think it's an issue. I kind of think that then also kind of comes down to I've had realtors have different feelings about it, sellers have had different feelings about it, buyers have had different feelings about it, but pets are pretty universally loved, and there's this probably a small percentage of buyers who maybe don't want any evidence of pets in a home.
At this one, that was a potbelly pig, dude.
Oh, really?
And it did not like people, and it would charge.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I was like,
That's
well,
that might actually be a little bit of an
like an
issue.
indoor
Yeah.
pig, dude. And it was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was,
I don't know if it's true, but from what I've heard, pigs are fairly like I don't know, some indoor pigs, I guess people have said they're fairly clean, but I don't know why that's so hard to believe. Maybe I'm just being fibbed to and I don't know the truth.
This one was clean, and I mean, it's literally like, remember the Flintstones, the garbage disposal?
Yeah,
That's all I thought about when I saw this pig.
they are kind of a garbage disposal,
It's
and
all
they turn it
they
into
do.
delicious bacon.
Yeah,
Sorry, it
exactly.
should not be talking about bacon when we're talking about someone's pet pig inside.
Sorry, kids.
But yeah,
Truth hurts sometimes, right?
that's where it comes from.
But
But
yeah, dude, like that's I think that's one of the misconceptions sometimes. Like, I think it's more comes down to like not necessarily the pictures, but the smell too. Like,
ooh,
if you can smell a picture, and I don't know how to describe that, and if you know, you know, but like
mhm.
if you're looking at it and you can like take a smell away from it, probably not a good thing.
Yeah. It goes both ways too. I've gotten it's every part of a story, right? There's pictures that you look like, oh, I bet you that bathroom or that kitchen just smells clean, like fresh, right?
Yeah.
Or I can kind of see discoloration in that carpet and I might know what it is, kind of a
Yeah.
thing. That's funny you talk about smell even through a picture because with our stager, one thing she does is so our stager, she doesn't just, it's a side note to that. She doesn't just prep for us to come by. She
Mhm.
initially preps for us to come by, but she maintains a relationship with the seller throughout the process on behalf of the real estate agent to help people keep it staged for when you're ready for a
They're
showing.
showing and stuff.
So, I mean, most people think like, oh, I'm going to get a stager before the photographer guy comes in or the video guys come in so that the house looks great. Well, that is good. It's an
Yeah.
awesome thing to do. But imagine having that stager continue a basic relationship with and have given like along with the consultation, the staging consultation has given an additional consultation, which is refreshing up certain things and items um, before a showing. So if a realtor says, "Oh, I got a showing," it could reach out to the seller like, "Hey, showing, this day," and the seller will have very good detailed information given to him by our stager Heidi
Hmm.
that says, "Here's a couple things you can do to really refresh before a showing." And definitely one of those things is smells in the home. Actually, put out good smelling things. She'll consult them on types of candles or different things to get to,
Not 15 different scents in one room.
exactly to keep them consistent.
It's like walking into a Bed Bath and Beyond
Because
sometimes.
smell is so crazy. It is one of the strongest senses that we have.
Right.
And, after we've done our job, the photos, we never really know how fast it sells or if it's being shown or what. We did our job to get somebody interested in wanting to see it.
Right.
But that's why we wanted to branch out and be there for more of the process and have Heidi's so good too,
That's
man.
cool.
She is so good.
I mean, yeah, photography, really, you guys are like the first touch point that we have presenting it to the world.
Yeah.
So it's so important to not just take however great the iPhone is or whatever phone everybody's using,
Hmm.
like to have that specialty to show it. And I mean, it just basically you stop in traffic, right? You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
That's
I
the point.
want to see that.
That's the point.
I can see myself in that.
Hmm.
And from there, then we get our showings, and then we've done walkthroughs, and we've done aerial footage. And do you have a preferred, like, do you like doing interiors or do you like doing the drone? Do you have a
Well, it's funny, both me and Spencer, well, yeah, both of us really kind of started in this industry loving drones. That's initially how we became friends, 10 years ago.
hmm,
Um, so um, but we do love getting to fly drones every day, but it is a job. I would say that I'm more specialized in the video,
okay.
kind of the higher end video too. Like we have realtors who are clients for us who probably don't know that we have high end premium video packages or even packages we do that will include we bring out the fancy cameras and
Right.
spend more time and do unique fancy edits. Like I don't know if you've seen those there's one we're doing right now for Builder where I did a lot of just straight pushes and pulls.
Okay.
And then you have those really smooth kind of like zoom, like speed ramp
Yeah.
pops into the next room and keeps moving forward. Boom, pops into the
Get you
next
like a
room.
hook
Boom,
every
pops
couple.
into the next room. So, but to speed ramp those those shots, you have to take them deep into After Effects. You have to use this special plugin called Mocha. Well, Mocha is now integrated into After Effects to stabilize the shot so it's dead stable. Because even with a gimbal, we're walking really
Still.
carefully, right? There's still a little bit. So once it's stabilized, then you have to go into the speed ramping and the maps. I mean, it literally looks like a graphing calculator, the way
Okay.
you're
Yeah, yeah.
moving these speed ramps and the easing into it or the pulling, easing out. It can get really complex. But
Above my pay grade, dude.
that's part, you know, if you got a really nice.
All right. Well, back from technical difficulties here. We were talking about marketing ourselves, right? I said something to the fact that like I'm not a TikTok dancer, but
Yeah,
if it's in your wheelhouse and that's what you're doing,
yeah. It's that point of the marketing your listing and marketing yourself are just as important. And you've done really good at that.
thanks, man.
It's good to find something you're comfortable with. I want to use this example again because anybody who grew up in Idaho Falls knows Lonnie Shellman as the Disneyland agent. That was not TikTok. That was not social media. It was before it. She picked something. She stuck with it. She was consistent with it and became known as that. And people will often go to a person simply because they know them, right?
Right.
So marketing yourself is really important. And you did a video, that jumping video on Instagram that I thought was really funny. And I'd seen it just earlier that day. So we were hopping on that trend really quick. Either way, just do it. Do something you're comfortable with.
I have a 30, well, I changed it to an hour rule. It used to be a 30-minute rule, but if I have to spend more than an hour on it now, then I won't do it.
Right.
It's just it's not, my time is money and my time
Mm-hmm.
is valuable and I could be doing other things. So it's very important to market yourself, be top of mind, but also like there's other tasks that we could be doing. And I think that's where you guys come in too. Like for me, I like being creative with like videos and post, and like that's what I like, and I totally get it. I get people asking me like, hey dude, can we do this? And I think that's where you guys shine too,
Yeah.
is people come to you and fill in that gap. Like if you guys offer a service too, right? Like that if like I don't have an idea, like you don't have to have an idea to
Oh,
come to
no.
you guys.
I've got tons of ideas. I got tons of fun, creative ideas, and we can even find something that a realtor's comfortable with. And we can make those fun Instagram videos for people. We do for some realtors who don't feel like they have the time, or, you know, for them, it may take them 2 hours because they're maybe not as comfortable with some of the editing software
Yeah.
or the phone stuff as like you guys are. And um,
And you don't need like, I mean, just
you
for
don't need a
me,
lot. We
I
do a lot of
don't
it with our
need,
phone.
yeah,
Yeah, we do a lot with our own phones when we're helping real estate agents
even the
market themselves.
software, like you don't have to do like $100 a month subscription. Like you can, like I primarily use CapCut, and some people are like, oh, it's cheating, whatever. But like I accomplish everything I want to do, like over half of it on my phone, and that keeps me within my half hour
Yeah,
hour mark that I want to keep it at.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, either way, it's important. And yeah, we can do it. Or if you don't want us to do it, do it yourself. Like it's just important to do. If you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's now become a industry standard, like where you have
Yeah,
to be.
we get that one too.
Yeah, like we've been in the new neighborhood over there, like Rockwell is building over. It's
Oh,
There's some nice
yes.
ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just
I love this
started
little
working with
neighborhood.
Rockwell too. Just
Nice.
a little bit.
Just working with
Few
everybody
things.
now these days. Huh?
We're busy, man.
That's
A lot
awesome,
of
dude.
homes, all the homes. Well,
I'm happy for you guys. You guys do great.
Spencer being on the board of the Parade of Homes
Yeah.
for so many years, Eastern Idaho Home Builders Association. You know, it's been really, really good for us. We have been in thousands and thousands of homes in this
That's so
town.
cool. I love when you get to like, I mean, that's one of my favorite parts.
One of ours too.
Another one, like the coolest part about this job, you go down and they're like, oh, I remember that one or that one or that was cool about this one. And
Hmm.
I'm sure my kids are probably tired of hearing those stories now too.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't have any kids to say that to, so I say it to myself when I'm driving around. Oh, I
Right.
remember that house. Remember that house.
That used to be a field.
My sister lives right over here, and we did her neighbor across the street, which actually we did. We went and did exteriors back in like October when it's still looking nice,
Mm,
and they're not ready to sell until 1st February. So we've now got them scheduled to go do interiors. That's another thing, we'll break it up. We also will do usually like one round of free retakes.
okay.
If you need a listing shot now and the weather doesn't look good, but you want to get it on the market, if it's still on the market come good weather in spring, we'll hop back out and take new exteriors, and we usually won't charge it all. So
That's cool.
yeah,
That's a great option, man. Like, I know do you guys ever just put green grass in the
we
After
can
Effects?
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
we can, and we can do it. We do a really good job at it too. Um, especially like those are the things where we are willing to Photoshop things. If the grass is nice and it's going to look green in the spring, when someone comes to view it,
Right.
we'll green it up.
I mean, you're not putting a swimming
But-
pool back there.
Right, and we're not
pool.
fixing cracks in the driveway,
Yeah.
things like that, you know. But
You're just highlighting, right? You're not
Mhm.
like over embellishing something that
Mhm.
isn't even there.
Or if it's like today and it's really the sky is just like this blank drab grayish white.
You don't like the colors?
We'll do sky, really accurate sky replacements,
Okay.
even to Idaho Falls, and also we'll do really accurate sky replacements based upon the way the house faces. I don't know if people really pay attention to that, but this house right here faces north and south. We're not going to put the sun behind it or in front of it. It's clearly not
how you set
accurate.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
come in there, but that's cool, man. There's a lot to think about and I don't think I mean, personally, when I first started doing stuff, I think that people like just point and click. I mean, everybody, especially with because everybody these days, right? They're doing like what they're having for lunch and everything, and now they're like, well, I can just do my house, and it's not. There's a lot more that goes into that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on a ride, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me, dude. This has been fun.
Of course, dude.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, man. I'll have some more properties coming up for you soon, and
okay, good deal.
Go out and shoot.
So, we'll be ready.
Any final pieces of advice for people before we take off?
If anybody has any questions, just give us a call. We love answering questions. We'll create custom packages, deals. If you just want to pick our brains, like if you wanted to shoot your own photos and you wanted us to counsel you on it, we'd be willing to do that. Yeah. We're in the business. We're in the business of helping realtors. We're going to get something out of it at some point anyway. We're not trying to hide we aren't trying to hide a bunch of secrets. Obviously, we have a few things we do that are things that we have spent a lot of time learning how to do,
right?
And things that we've come up with that we won't just completely give away. But give us a call. Yeah. Other than that, you got to get Spencer on. Spencer's the wizard. He's the master. I'm the grasshopper. At least as far as photos go and real estate photos, like home photos.
Right.
I've only been on it for about 3 years now, but
he's got that
I
experience.
came into an absolute wizard of wealth and knowledge.
He's awesome.
What? Not wealth. Wealthy knowledge, I guess. Yeah.
Know what you're trying to say.
And then get Heidi, man. Heidi's crazy good because she's been the difference on a number of phones. I'm not going to say I know what the market's like, but I kind of know what the market's like,
around it,
which is why I'm not going to say it. Might be a little buyer heavy, right? It's like, or I don't know, when it is seller heavy or when it's this or that, whatever, doesn't really matter. Anytime, home's just going to sell quicker when it's looks nice, it's staged nice. There's only so much we can do with the photo if it's cluttered,
right?
Well,
man, I had mine under contract in 24 hours.
Let's go.
So
that's our goal.
It was, I think, a combination of everything, but I couldn't have done it without you guys coming in and helping me show it. So, a takeaway here is, leave the professional photography to the professionals. And, if you're a realtor, you should be really reaching out. If not these guys, somebody.
Yeah. There's a lot of other really good photographers in town.
Well, until next time, guys, we will see you around.
Thanks for riding along on Where the Road Gets Real. We appreciate you listening and watching. If you enjoyed the conversation or want to be part of it, please share, like, subscribe, or reach out to join us on the show. Until then, we'll catch you on the next one.